So, in case you don't know, Braxton is from North Carolina. He's 12 years old. His dream is to be Warriors coach for the day. So he will be serving as our honorary coach. And the plan is if we lose, he gets to come in and answer all the questions afterwards. But if we win, I'll handle it.
Okay.
Now, we'll both be up here after the game, too. So, but welcome, and it's great to have you.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Well, I guess Stevie and Braxton, for 2 questions for you. First off, is Andrew Wiggins available? And if so, any minutes restriction for him?
Yeah, he's going to start, and he will be on a minutes restriction. And so we'll play him, in shorter spurts.
And
Yes. Yeah, Dante will come off the bench. So Jordan, Clay, Loon, Draymond, and Wiggs.
and then have you thought any more about what Andre's minutes restriction will look like tonight?
Yeah, I mean he'll play. He'll play a couple of stints. I mean it's flexible, so it'll kind of depend on how the game's going, how he's feeling. But he'll be out there tonight too.
Steve, what's your biggest piece of advice for the young man on your right as a coach?
I would say be careful with the media for sure, because these guys, they're out to get us. And hopefully, you get a better PR person than Raymond Ritter, but you just have to deal with the people who you're stuck with. Other than that, I think, I like the outfit. You're wearing the same top we're wearing tonight. I like the hat. I think he's ready to go.
In the rare chance you get ejected, does he fill in for your spot?
I'm more worried about Draymond getting ejected. But Braxton and I we're gonna talk to Draymond before the game, make sure he's under control tonight.
Van Carroll, and
And Carroll.
kind of the noise he's made his rookie season, and it's not really normal that a rookie has this kind of success.
Yeah, he's a great player. I mean, he's the thing that I didn't realize until I saw him live was how big he is. He's just for a guy that skilled and someone who moves as well as he does, you just don't expect to see that kind of size. So, great combination. He's playing with a lot of confidence, and he can do a lot of things out on the floor. They're running a lot of offense through him. So, really impressive young player.
Hey, Steve. With this year's combination of both the old guard and the new guard, who has emerged as sort of the greatest bridge?
The greatest
Bridge
between them. I think Looney is kind of our bridge, between our older and younger guys. Looney is, everybody has so much respect for him, and he's at the age where he could be considered either part of either group. But he's one of our leaders, and he has so much respect that in a lot of ways he's the guy who connects our team.
Hi, Braxton. I'm Dalton Johnson with the NBC Sports Bay Area. I want to ask you who your favorite Warriors player is, and before you make your coaching debut, what your favorite memory so far is as a fan.
My favorite player has got to be Steph Curry, and my favorite experience so far is shaking Paulo Banchero's hand.
Good answers.
Steve, will Braxton offer some halftime words as well?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay.
We'll see how it plays out.
Okay. And Braxton, what thoughts do you have? You watch Steve Kerr and the Warriors from afar. What do you plan to? What input do you plan to provide tonight?
To play hard and play with everything we have.
That pretty much sums it up. That's good. I like it.
Hey, Steve. Clay has obviously been through a lot of mental iterations, both last season and this season. Have you seen a new form of just sort of enjoyment and relaxation from him recently?
Yeah, I think he was a little stressed earlier in the season. Slow start out of camp and, having a minutes restriction, and he was trying to force the issue. So I do think he's emerged from that and is playing in a more relaxed state. And it's one of the reasons he's playing better. He's kind of letting things come to him more now. And he's talked about it, about how much he's enjoying the game. And I think one of the hardest things for any player to understand in the NBA, maybe understand is the wrong word for Clay, but to deal with is that there are just going to be bad nights no matter who you are, even if you're the best player in the league. There's just nights where the ball doesn't go in, things don't go your way, and you have to have the mental approach to just move past it and get ready for the next one. And I think Clay has kind of refound that. He's had that in the past, but he had to kind of rediscover that this year, given what he was going through earlier in the season.
I know today's technically Steph Curry, reevaluation day. How does he feel coming off practice yesterday, and how do you kind of envision the plan for him this upcoming week?
I haven't talked to him today yet, but yesterday went well. We didn't scrimmage for long, but he's increasing his workload with his own workouts, and he'll get more work this weekend, and then we'll just kind of reevaluate from there. But he's coming along well.
For Coach Braxton, did you know that you were going to be up here sitting next to Steve, and how does this feel?
I did not, and it's one of the best experiences I've had.
What makes you want to be a coach? I think he'll tell you there's some pressure involved, and sometimes you get yelled at by fans and players too.
One of my best friends, Eli Shawaka, wants to be an NBA player, and my goal is to coach him all the way.
I love it. All right. So Braxton and I will see you after the game.